What I'm about to say is what we call code talk. So I've mentioned this many times until I'm blue in the face. Okay, blues. And so I wrote this down a little bit ago about experiments, controlled, but see, when we say that doesn't mean non. Unsa, the first one, the first cell. So we have controlled experiments, uncontrolled DNA experiments, non-intervention of DNA software engineering language of building planetary interstellar Mer Ka Ba systems, living spirit design. Why is that important? Your own biofeedback, accretion of spheres, learning speed. Why is that important? When it comes to personal accountability of self, cellular director of urethra, writing your own musical spheres records. As I mentioned many times, I wrote my own timeline. Okay, I'm personally responsible for my own timeline based on the speed at which my cells are operating. Language, the first language of Sophia, the first language of the founder races, the first programming language, which is the first cellular interface of the first cell. That's how simple it is. So, for example, you're on your own. Remember, I'm back as a child. You're on your journey. I'm on my journey. Right? So the faster that you're learning, the faster you're filling up your capacitor, which is capacity, cap space, C space, C3 space. When you're fully integrated, fused, you're experiencing yourself being one with the first one. So you're running at the highest rate of speed. Two magnets become one. Now you're a massive whirlpool. Yeah. So now your cellular processors are running at a very high rate of speed to get rid of what we know doesn't serve us, which is learning speed. So this is sort of how you can understand when I came back from San Francisco and there I am sitting in a Ford Explorer one night and I focused my energy on healing myself by virtue of running the first programming language of first creation, first spark, eternal, absolute, pure love. Yeah, that means that I have everything I need right here, contained within the heart space, right? To heal all my cells, to heal my circuits, right? Because I'm running the right language, which is the top breath spin, running at the highest rate of speed, the first spinner, the first voltage volcano. So that we're running what? No turbulence, no distorted sound waves. That means that the circuits are firing in proper order, which is nuclear power, thermonuclear gradients, right? Gradients of graduation, graduating higher. I'm experiencing the blue flame of a natural gas flame. So the reason that this is important is like if I share with somebody else what I become aware of what they're held captive to, for example, using certain technologies or whatever it may be, right? Because pure 100% eternal light will expose all the programming. So that means I can translate alien machinery code. It's held captive in the cells, which is the cellular memory, which are cellular memory codings, or if you will, a record. The records, right? In order to run zero errors. Wow, I'm on fire. That increases your speed, which increases your cap space, which is the torque speed mathematical ratios of first programming language, which is the first programming interface to build the first communication system, right? Christos Sophia. That's first programming language. That's what we run. The first language, the first electric language of first creation, which is eternal, pure, absolute love. Source energy, the first source from which it all began, which is as pure as it gets. That's what heals us. And so this is one of the reasons why I'm careful, because if I share something with you about what I'm sensing, because I'm reading your records, and then if I tell you something of what I know that you're held captive to that is preventing you from experiencing zero, right? Remember step 12, love and service to others. I have to be very careful on how I communicate the love and service to others of what I'm aware of that might help you. And then what if you adopt that particular spiritual practice and all of a sudden I find out 6 months from now something happened to you. Now I'm accountable for what happened to you because then you followed what it is that was my prescription. See how that works with self-directed learning, the speed at which we're learning, right? Don't say anything. They're supposed to learn this on their own, non-intervention. They'll learn it over time. How long is it going to take for them to learn it to let go of that? Letting go of everything, because I have everything I need within my own heart and soul. I am a self-sustaining, self-generating powerhouse as a monad, right? I can do this on my own. I know how to do this because of the teachers. That's why it always goes back to all my teachers. Everything that I am now is a result of all those that I'm with, from which I've learned through. The speed at which I'm learning in spirit, spirits that are teachers. That's why all my credit always goes back to the first teacher and all the teachers that came after. The vortexes. Yep. The speed of spirit in cells. And so I try and communicate in ways in which it's like neutral ground. I'm just sharing the information. And then how they translate that as a reaction state within their own living selves is not up to me. But I wouldn't want to find out in the future that as a result of what I communicated, they end up with having a negative result in the future as a result of something they adopted as a result of a spiritual practice that I do that doesn't work for them. Now I was interfering with their learning. Whoops. Right? Interference, running signals interference. So we know what a signal interference is, right? That's what they run. So you're not experiencing the first signal from the EF5 field, right? The single point of union, a unicycle. I'm a unicycle, right? A single heart wheel, a hub, running with the first hub. Whoa, the first circle, the first spin. Wow, that's an eternal spin. Yes, that's exactly right. And that's called full integration, which is called being fused to experience being one. That's why it's an eternal gift that I share with all of you. So it's a matter of learning speed to become and experience being one, because now you're the equal sign, equal unto all the other cells in your cellular physical body. All your cells are experiencing what you are, which is what love is. It goes on forever. Which means I already got everything I need within my own heart space. With my third eye. Whoa, 1 and 3. The torque speed. Brrr. Wow, ignite the engine. I'm running on the eternal fuel of the universe. Burn a gas. Right? The flame, the first flame. The first flame of Adama. Yeah. Have a beautiful day. We love you all. Be good to ourselves.